Hey everyone, Steve here, good to see you. What an amazing day. Look at this snow, the sun is out. It's a stunning January day at the beginning of 2013. You know, only a few weeks ago people were telling me about resolutions. They were thinking of what they were going to change this year, habits, maybe some diets, maybe some magazine subscriptions, all sorts of things that people want to look at as they go into a new year. And that's all good stuff. And one of the things that people kept saying to me about was the use of their time. And you know, the Apostle Paul says this in chapter 5 of his book called Ephesians in the Bible. He says this, "Be very careful how you live. Live as wise, not as unwise people. And make the most of every opportunity because the days are evil." You know, when he says the days are evil, I think what he's getting at is that there's such a lot of distraction, so many things that can pull us away from constructive spending of our time, and that can just be another hour here or there, another hour gone in our diary, and before we know it, years have passed, and we haven't really made the most of those opportunities. What Paul is challenging us to do is to not just exist, but to live constructively. He uses the language of fruit. You know, earlier in that passage, he says we should be fruitful with our use of time, not fruitless. So he's saying make the most of the opportunities, live wisely, and make your time count. Do you know, I think we can be somewhere and not really be there. And what I mean is that we can give a situation our attendance without necessarily giving it our attention. So for example, we can say on an evening, I'm going to spend time with the family or with my wife or with my husband, and that's a great use of time. But if the kids are in their bedrooms and we're downstairs watching TV, or we're busy checking emails, or we're doing chores without there being true communication, I'm not sure that's making the most of that time. You know, people said to Jesus, how do we know what to spend time doing, Jesus? What's the most important thing to do in life? And he said, look, number one, love God with everything you are and everything that you have. And number two, secondly, love others just the same. So if we're not sure what to spend our time doing, maybe we can ask those two simple questions. Firstly, how is it building my relationship with God? And if it is, great, do it. And how is it building my relationship with other people? Because if it's truly investing in those two relationships, it's a good use of our time. You know, the Apostle Paul talked about fruit. We really need lives that are full of fruit, full of significance. We haven't got time to waste. My prayer is that we make every day count and every hour count. And as we go into 2013, my prayer is that we will do the right things and not just more things. We live such busy lives. We don't need to add any more things to our diary. Paul wasn't saying let's make ourselves busier. He's saying let's make what we do really valuable. Make it count. God bless. Have a great year.